Be quick. Akoka is there.
Why do we need two opposite forces?
We need two opposite forces because we are the created being. The Creator has only one force. We cannot feel ourselves unless we are included, not included, but if we exist only in a single force. We have no discernment otherwise. No discernment out of a single force. There has to be something and its opposite. Then we can discern between one and the other. We don't exist in bestowal nor in reception, rather in the middle. When we have something in the middle, I feel that I exist. Because there has to be me, let's say, the will to receive. The will to receive doesn't feel anything. It cannot feel itself. It can feel itself opposite something else, which is its opposite. And what is opposite to it is the will to bestow. So what did the Creator create? He created a will to receive, and He left within the will to receive a little bit of Himself. A spark, doesn't matter how we call it. And then the will to receive starts to feel out of the will to receive that thing that the Creator has left in him. And according to this sensation, he says, I exist, I receive, I want. In general, you have discernments. Otherwise, there would be no discernments. There's only if it's only a single result, it doesn't give us any feeling. A feeling has to come from two contradictory, opposing things.
But if I'm an ubar, an embryo, I don't want anything. I don't want anything. Why do I need another opposite force? I want only for the Creator. Why does it need to give me another force?
How will you start to feel the Creator if you won't be included of two forces, two great forces that will be standing one opposite the other within you, giving you a sufficient discernment so that you will distinguish between one and the other, so that in the middle there will be this difference between this gap between them. If it's a small difference, you won't feel anything. A little bit of good, a little bit of bad. It's like a drop of something like a cockroach or some small animal, until you reach a state where there is such a difference between the good and the bad, where you can say, no, I'm a human. I feel that this is good, this is bad, not only in my belly, not only in my environment, but in my thoughts, in my desires, in my perception, in my psychology and philosophy. I can say that this is good and this is bad, etc. So the magnitude, the difference, it's measured by magnitude, by size, between the good and the bad. This is how you grow. Now, what magnitude, what distance do you need to have between the good and the bad so that you will start asking about spiritual discernments? So a person reaches that. You see how throughout our evolution we reach today where we already begin to ask ourselves, and since when? It begins with the question of what am I living for? What is the meaning of my life?
I understand. Before we are ubar, when do I need the reforming light?
When you begin to feel that you need it. When you need it. The light that reforms is working on us all of the time. It advances us without asking us. And we reach a state where we have to attain the light that reforms by ourselves. It's like in our lives. I was a little kid. Everything was arranged for me by the parents. They dressed me, they fed me. Later on, I have to eat by myself, to dress by myself. Then they told me, well, you have to clean up, to arrange your room, and then more and more. You have to do homework and all kinds of things. This way, gradually, we reach a state where we, by ourselves, attain life.
I don't understand, Rav. I annul before the 10. What I don't understand is, when do I ask for the reforming light?
When you need it, then you ask for it. In order to ask for the light that reforms, you have to prepare several discernments. First of all, you need help. That is, you by yourself are incapable. That's already a great attainment. You're incapable. However, there is this force that can do it for you. How to turn to this force? So then you advance in order to know where you can get it from, in what way, by what, and they explain to you. You want that force so that it will promote you. You want to sit on the engine that will take you to the spiritual world. Well, please go ahead, get into the group, annul before them, and also activate the forces, the positive forces in the group, in order to advance along with them. Then you can advance.
If I annul before the 10, am I an embryo?
Yes, of course.
And now, why are we not Ubal right now?
Because you're not annulling. No, you don't believe that.
But the friends are...
What friends? What friends? It's nothing.
Okay, what's the sign that I annul myself? How do I know? What's the sign?
The sign of annulment is that you start feeling the Creator.
And the Creator is a force within the 10.
No, it's a special force which is revealed in the 10. The 10 is a kli, it's desires that have annulled themselves and connected with one another through the reforming light. And then, in the connection between them, the correct connection that the upper light has arranged, the result, the outcome is revealed, the inclusive one, which is called Boré, Creator.
What's not clear is the act of annulment. Maybe I don't understand what annulment is, how to do it.
You don't understand it. No, you don't understand it. It's true.
If I am like an Indian, like the Indian also they know how to do bitul.
אם אני כמו מלאך, הם יודעים לעשות ביטול.
מה זה ביטול, רב?
What is annulment, Rav? I don't exist. What is it?
I don't know what annulment is. They say that it comes through the influence of the light that reforms. It's not that I do it through my effort. My effort is to annul in the group and to obtain the light that reforms in order to annul further. That's it. And only this light is what gives us the possibility to annul and to begin to feel within the connection between us, in the center of the 10, that phenomenon called Boré. Come and see.